of the pages are interactive. Most of the pages are interactive, so you could post some stuff, you could get some stuff, and I think we can make a great community out of Samagama. The Kalpavriksha courses are curriculum-based courses and one-to-one courses. The curriculum-based courses are short-term courses, which are as short as a 15-day course, to diploma courses, basic diploma courses and advanced diploma courses, which could go to 7 years. There's something for everyone. We have courses in music, Carnatic music, Bharatanatyam. Coupled, we have included yoga as a component for education in music and dance. So the yoga component is there. Apart from Carnatic vocal and Bharatanatyam, we have Hindustani vocal, Carnatic violin, ghatam, khanjira, tabla, by some of the most eminent exponents of the forms, musical forms. So they will be conducting one-to-one classes for the interested students. And the speciality of our courses is the content. I think we are content specialists. We've worked with content for many years, and with our experience of teaching for 25 years, and with the support of our gurus, our panelists, who themselves each have about 50 to 60 years of experience, I think we have worked out a very logical, a very practical syllabi, and I think it's very comprehensive syllabus, and I'm sure there's something for everyone in this. The students will love to use the learning interface, because there are so many learning aids. There are visual aids, there are self-study videos, there are self-assessments to be done. You meet your teacher every week. There are very, very interesting downloads which you could think. There is a wiki, there's an online wiki for you to access. So it's a very interesting journey which students undertake in these courses, which we have very, very carefully laid out for the students. So with these few words, and with the confidence and conviction that we can deliver courses, the belief that we have, that the vision that we have of creating artists everywhere, I think we will be able to make a lot of students around the world sing and dance. Thank you for being here on this special occasion with Indra and me. And I'd like to thank Dr. Anita Ratnam, who is actually herself a pioneer in the performing arts, bringing performing arts to the online forum. Nartakionline.com is actually one of the first portals, and it's one of the most popular portals today. And being a senior dancer, it's a proud privilege that we could have this released at your hands. Thank you for being here. And thank you once again, all of you senior teachers, well-wishers, friends. It's wonderful having you here. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, Sri Ram Prasad. We now invite Dr. Anita Ratnam to deliver her address. Not that she needs an introduction, but Dr. Anita Ratnam is an accomplished and globally acclaimed Bharatanatyam and contemporary dancer and choreographer whose career spans 4 decades. She is the founder-director of Arangam Trust, and as Ram Prasad mentioned, she's a pioneer in the online medium, having founded and established Nartaki.com, a prominent portal for Indian Natya. She co-founded and curated the Other Festival, India's first annual contemporary dance festival. Over the years, she's received numerous awards and recognition for her work in the performing arts in India and abroad. Anita Ratnam is a prominent icon of modernist thought, rooted in her Indian aesthetic, and is a multiple award-winning artist as well as sought-after speaker, which is why she's here, and writer on culture, women's imaging in society.
Thank you. Congratulations, Ram Prasad. Congratulations, Indra. I'm so proud of the two of you. Um, it's quite an interesting moment today in history that something that happens in Mylapore, in a park, can be immediately beamed, transmitted through the wonders of technology all over the world and to anyone who is tuned in. And I think that this is also very important for all the seniors seated here, many of the young people seated here, because technology has forced upon all of us a rethink about the way we live our lives and the way we access information. Today, I think perhaps when gurus teach dance or music, the first thing they have to tell their students is turn off your cell phones and put them aside. Because this has has become a mudra by itself. I call it a Manduka mudra. You know, this constantly with the thumbs. And I do remember Ram Prasad has said that I was one of the earliest. Yes, we were probably one of the earliest. We had a website. We went online in 1996, which was when people said, why do you need it? And ever since then, the success story of Nartaki.com has basically been, sadly, the demise of discussion of dance and music in the mainstream media, where all the spaces for genuine criticism or any reflective writing has just disappeared. So we now blog, we have the social pages, we have Twitter, and we have e-learning. The wonders of e-learning is that it can take the wisdom of gurus like Dhananjay and Chandrasekhar and Kalanidhi Mami and bring it to you almost like a saram, like an essence of all their decades of experience. Now the onus is on the student, on the e-student, because between the guru and the student, you will never see and feel the perspiration. You will never be able to, like my generation learnt, titti namba kattundom, bayanda kattundom, literally. I mean, when I was studying with both Raji Narayanan and Adaya Lakshman sir, before that with Sharda Hoffman in Kalakshetra, I was petrified. The tattakari would be ready to be just thrown at our legs if my Aramandi was not okay. We can't do it through the web, right? Our computer screens will crash. And actually, now, teachers have to be so politically correct, we can't even yell at our students too much. Because it's not only that they get hurt, their parents come and complain to us. So there is, in a sense, society has become more brittle. To me, that is really, we are not able to have the kind of elasticity to know that the teacher wants us to excel, and that is why the teacher is pushing us, and that is why the teacher is scolding us. It is because it's not us, it's really scolding the artist in us that they want to bring out and they want to mold and shape. So this is a very interesting new dynamic between the guru and the sishya. It would be very interesting to see how it develops, but it's already out there. There is such an interest in Indian classical arts. We may say that in Madras we feel, you know, the city, look at it, Margari Masatla, we don't only have it, we've got hotels opening, restaurants opening, fashion shows, modern dance, everything is going on in the city at the same time. You open the newspaper and you have to wear cooling glasses in the morning because everything is jumping out at you at multicolor. Absolutely. And nowadays, a performance is just captured in a photograph. They put one photograph and the media feels one little caption underneath, and they've done their responsibility, saying that they've covered the artist or the event of that day. Well, I think web streaming now for many concerts has helped. And what we have all experienced is there's such a great hunger and genuine respect and love for the classical arts outside India, not just with the NRIs. I'm talking of people who are not of Indian descent. People from Baku in Azerbaijan, people from Beijing and Shanghai, people from Moscow and Leningrad, people from Cape Town and Wellington in New Zealand and South Africa. They're genuinely inspired by what the Indian classical arts represent. And it's not just about the Adavas, because they feel that by getting into the music or the dance, they can perhaps experience shades of emotion that maybe their lives didn't have. They are really, really mesmerized by the possibility of beauty that they can touch through the classical arts. Now, Ambalam gives you the first window to possibly experiencing that. But there is a lot of responsibility now on the student. It's up to the student now to take what the portal is going to offer you. Because the portal is out there, the knowledge is out there, the gurus are out there waiting now to be asked, to be also challenged. And one of the things that I'll tell you from our experience of running Nartaki.com, we started by being something for dance. But now, if you don't watch out, we'll become the India tourism resource. People ask us for anything and everything, the silliest of questions, because they feel if they can get to you, they'll ask you for where to stay, where is the dobi, where is the auto driver, they'll ask you for everything. You become that resource because they trust you so much, they feel that if you give them a suggestion, they will take it. So this is only as big as you want to make it. And also because the Indian classical arts intersect so many avenues of our life, the literature, the poetry, the culture, the way of being, there's a sense of history. You may find that you'll come up with questions that you may also end up learning yourselves, which is really one of the great wonders of this online system. It really becomes interactive. I want to congratulate the two of them for this wonderful, wonderful venture. I look forward to it being a wonderful success. I told them that it's not very difficult to start something, but it's very difficult to sustain something and to maintain something. This thing called the web is like a cannibal. It will take anything and everything. It's so volatile. It needs to be fed 24/7. It has to be, it is only as vibrant as it can be used. And so it's very important that you can say it's interactive, but it's out there. There's so much information out there. In fact, now there's too much information. So something like this that stresses on excellence and that they've taken so many years to build it. See, the backward integration has been so impressive that now they're giving it to you like a laddu, like it's all done, it's all ready, because they've done all the hard work. So I think it's a wonderful effort. I hope we don't come to a time when we start needing an e-audience for our performances, because other than the season, dance here in Madras at least is always free. It's something I'm very upset about, and many of my senior artists here are also very upset about, but that is the truth. But that's the truth of what happens. I think it's as exciting for them now as it is for all the students out there, the potential artists out there who can embrace this. Thank you very much for giving me this honor and this opportunity, and all the very best.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anitha Ratnam, for so crisply and engagingly communicating to us about the new learning medium. I now request Srimati Vijna Vasudevan to felicitate Dr. Anitha Ratnam. Before we conclude, we'd like to call upon Srimati Indra Kadambi to deliver the vote of thanks. A brilliant performer and a sensitive and innovative choreographer, Indra Kadambi has carved niche for herself as one of the excellent exponents of Bharatanatyam today with nearly 3 decades of performing experience. Indra has performed in several national and international festivals and has traveled widely in the UK, the US, Germany, France, Holland, and Malaysia for performances, lectures, and workshops. Blending the form and content in an aesthetic manner, her works are traditional yet contemporary, keeping in focus the contemporary awareness. Awards and honors have been bestowed on her. A founder-director at Ambalam, Indra spearheads creation of content and curriculum design. She brings into the organization a zeal for perfection, persistence, and consistency. Indra Kadambi.
Namaskaram to all of you, and I'm so happy that all my teachers are here with me, with us, to bless us on this auspicious occasion. First of all, I like to thank Gurudev, Sri Ravi Shankarji, who was so kind enough to bless us on this occasion. We are truly blessed and indebted to him. We are so grateful to our parents, Ammas, without whom we could never have been able to get into the field of art. And we thank our teachers for generously sharing their knowledge with us. They are also our panelists and backbone of E-Ambalam. We would like to thank Dr. Anita Ratnam for being with us, and you really spoke so beautifully. Thank you so much for your inspiring and encouraging words, Anita. And I'd like to thank all the teachers who have accepted gracefully to be the faculty at E-Ambalam. And our team, Durga Lakshmi, Usha, Vijana Vasudevan, and Ranjit Babu, they are our 4 pillars of E-Ambalam. I like to thank dancer friends, musicians, students, scholars, and all the parents who have contributed to the content building of the course. Sorry, I'm reading this. And we thank all the teachers who have agreed to be a part of the faculty. And we thank our technical teams in Chennai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad, who have constantly supported this project with great patience and ability. Last but not the least, we are forever grateful to our angel investors who have supported us immensely in making our dream come true. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we conclude with this event to launch E-Ambalam's Kalpavriksha, the world's first online college of arts teaching Indian classical music and Natya with yoga. Thank you very much for your support wherever you have joined us from, and we are confident you will be able to enjoy and derive maximum value from these offerings from E-Ambalam. It is our intention to break down barriers of all kinds, geographical, age, ethnicity, linguistic, and cultural, and make learning of Indian classical music and Natya accessible to all. So please log on to www.eambalam.org. The next item in this evening's program will be an Odyssey recital by Srimati Sujata Mohapatra, among the most precise and acclaimed exponents of the art form. Thank you very much.